SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello there. I would like to apologize in advance for the sound quality of my voice in the episode you are about to watch. This particular setup for recording games on my PC I hadn't used in about a year, and in that time I got myself a much better microphone, but I still had my gain set basically to almost 100% because my previous microphone recorded very quietly, but this one doesn't. And that means that since I didn't realize that was a problem, I was peaking basically constantly when I recorded this episode, and I didn't find out until after the fact. So now there's nothing I can do about it. I did what I could to smooth the sound out so it wouldn't be too unpleasant, but it definitely still sounds like I'm basically just shouting through a truck radio the entire time. So my apologies. I hope you still enjoy the episode, and it'll be better next time, promise. Hello, I am Sharky, and this is Dredge. It's been so long since I recorded something on my computer rather than on the PS5 that I sort of don't remember what I'm doing. And also, I just spent a week having the pandemic, so this may be a bit of a rough effort, but you know what? We're gonna do the best we can. Anyway, this is a game about fishing, and possibly also Eldritch Horror. Some combination thereof. That's about as much as I can say. I don't know anything more, which is, kind of the point when I go into a game like this. So, I guess let's just get down to it. New game. Dredging the depths. Yes, good idea. Nothing can go wrong when you do such things. I assume that's my boat. What a nice little boat. Job listing, angler wanted. The rest of that is entirely illegible. Wow, I look the part anyway. I look very much like a fisherman. No mistake there. I've even got the little hat and everything. Oh, good start. Is that... Oh, you crashed into the rocks. Good job. I guess you didn't apply for a job as a boater, just a fisherman. I feel like you have to have those skill sets, though, right? To make it in this business? Anyway, there's a lighthouse. I didn't comment. I was busy with the rocks. Oh, well, look at this. Nice little town. The morning light fills your eyes, and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. Okay, good start. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. This is not the sort of man one usually wants to be noticed by. Welcome to Greater Marrow, I must say. Quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay, says the mayor. Okay, nice suspenders. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah, well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. Great. So I'm already in this man's debt. Sounds good. I'm sure the ominous shadow over his beady little eyes is not a foreboding thing at all. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Sure. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time. It can really creep up on you. Cool. Greater Marrow. That's the name of this town, I take it? Great. Great. Nothing ominous about Marrow. Everybody's got it in their bones. I'm sure it's perfectly normal to name your town after it. Let's see. So we got undock and we got Y button for something involving boat. Let's try boat. Ah, okay. So I do have a boat. And in my boat, I have a basic fishing pole. It's operational. That seems good. 35% fishing speed, not ideal. Splintered and fragile, this rod is only capable of catching the smallest of fish. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. That's really all I can ask for. Peculiar engine. 2 hours to install it. It's operational. 14 knot speed. Someone's tuned this engine in an unfamiliar way. Whatever they did seems to have given it more power than normal. Okay. Huh, so I have an overclocked engine, sort of. Got it. Cabin. Okay, look at this. We got pursuits. A fresh start. Catch fish for the day. Met the mayor of Greater Marrow, who sent me out to catch some fish and find my bearings. Seems nice enough. Warned me to be back before nightfall, though. Said something about fog. Bit dramatic. The mayor asked me to catch as many fish as I can, then head back to Greater Marrow. Okay, that sounds like doing my job. Perfectly reasonable. What we got for a map? Look at this! Greater Marrow in the middle of the Marrows. Surrounded by Twisted Strand, Devil's Spine, Gale Cliffs, and Stellar Basin. Okay, well, great. This seems like the kind of archipelago area where you go to die, most likely, based on the names alone. But I guess, what did I expect getting into this? Messages. Don't got no messages. Encyclopedia. Ooh. Well, there's a lot of room for stuff to be in here. Aberrations! Ooh. My fish categories have aberration listings. Well, that's good. That seems good. Seems lovely. Alright, great. So I don't know nothing. I catch fish, but I ain't got no fish. I ain't got no money. I'm gonna have to go get some fish. Got it. Undock. Okay, move forward with... Sure. Pretty straightforward operation system. Rotate camera and adjust height. Got it. Look at that. Understood. Move to a fishing spot. Look for splashes on the first surface, then press A to start fishing. Okay, so this thing right here, I take it? Oh yeah, you can see the fish below the surface. Perfect. So we just go to here, and then... Stock medium. Start fishing. Sure. Disturbed water. Press X to the right to reel time to reel faster, okay? Like that. Got it. I got a cod. Species added to the encyclopedia. Cool. Pick up. I got it. Oh, I see. I have to put it in the boat. I have to make room for it in the boat, like so. It's got a puzzle game thing going on as well. Interesting. All right. So we got a cod. Let's try and catch something else. Bam. Bam. That's right. I got another cod. Look at me go. Truly a master of fishing already. What else we got? Nice. Uh-oh, I've fished up all the disturbed water cods. But I got 3 cods, so that's something anyway. And I put them in my boat. Very good. Plentiful and basic. Nice. Can I look at my... Okay, I can turn on and off my lights. Does time pass when I'm in my cabin looking at stuff? I can't tell. It doesn't look like it does, though. So let's have a look at cod. Number 2, cod. Sure. Plentiful and basic indeed. That's all there is to say about it. All right. Cool. Well, I caught some. Let's try and find some more fish to catch. I guess I went right over this one and didn't actually fish it up. So let's try that, shall we? Disturbed water. I do not have the right equipment for this spot. Okay. My incompetence as a fisherman is already showing. Apparently I did not... Well, if I did have the right equipment, it went down with my old ship. Not much to be done about that. How about this? Can I... No, I can't fish there either, huh? Can't fish any of these places. Well, how about this one? That do anything for you? Hey, there we go. High stock. That's what I like to see. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh, that's a big old fishing. Blue mackerel. It's actually smaller than the cod, but that should mean it should fit in here nicely. Just snuggle it up right next to the engine. Very nice. All right. Try again. Bam. Lots of blue mackerel. Okay. Okay, makes sense. It does make sense that the school would be roughly the same fish. You know, a whole bunch of one fish hanging out rather than a whole bunch of different fishes hanging out. Mixed company and all that. Doesn't happen quite so much, I guess. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just got here. They gave me a boat and sent me to the sea and said, do something about these weird little slimy beasties out there. We got to do something about it. They're all over the place. Surely you can do something about this. Okay. Almost fished up all the mackerels here. Great, I did it. I caught all of the mackerels, and it's about 3:30, so... Can I squeeze in some more fish, you think? I might be able to squeeze in some more fish, though. Time only advances when you're moving, fishing, or taking other specific actions. Interesting. So I can actually look around entirely safely. Good to know. Alright, well, let's try going over here. I don't want to get too far away from dock, right? Because if I get too far away from dock, right, I'm going to get caught out at sea when the sun goes down, and they've already told me that that's a bad idea. It's already 4:30. Okay, we're going to catch a couple. Looks like this is probably more cod. We're going to catch a couple cod, but we're not going to get too brave about it, and we're going to head back and sell our fish and, you know, make a livelihood. Great planning. Best planning. I'm the best. Okay, got a cod. Right there you go. I could technically fit 2 more cod. It is nearly 5 o'clock. I'm guessing that little bar that goes blue to gold, probably the gold is sunset. So probably I'm getting pretty risky here. We're gonna go one more fish. One more fish. Come on, one more fish. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, it's nearly 6 o'clock now. The sun is setting. I think it's time to go back. Okay, got it. Great. Let's see, where is the shore? There it is. We're not even that far away. No problems, right? No problems. Toggle lights on. Get to the dock. Smooth sailing. Dock. Nice. You look lost, fisherman. Are you after somewhere to sell your catch? Greater Marrow is on the west side of the bay. Oh, shoot, am I not? Did I go to the wrong place? Keep an eye on the lighthouse, eh? Wouldn't want to lose sight of it for too long. Oh, I'm in Little Marrow. Whoops. Wow, look at this fella. Trader. You enter a brightly lit shop. It's packed with antiques, the shelves full of jewelry and other baubles. An old man peers at you over silver spectacles. Hello? Is that... No, I don't believe we've met. Forgive me, my eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialize in antiques and jewelry. I'll purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? I don't know why everybody has this voice around here in the Marrows, but apparently they do. And no, I have nothing to sell you, old man. I came to the wrong town, because I have no sense of direction, apparently. Let's undock. Oh, boy. Yeah, that makes sense. The one with the big lighthouse. That makes sense. Alright. Just gotta jet my way across the... Ooh. I lost a call. I lost a cod, because I ran into a rock. You'd think that I would know about not running into rocks after the way I made my entrance around here. The sun has set. The mist is rising. There's an eyeball. Something is noticing me. That seems bad. There's little red and green lines coming out of the eyeball. Or going into the eyeball. Exposure to fog and other things increases your panic. Bright lights and sleeping will reduce it. I see. That's me panicking. Got it. Got it. Well, good to know. Well, we should be okay, I think. I think we're all right. So we're gonna dock, we're gonna sell our fishes, we're gonna sleep, we're gonna be just fine. It's 10 o'clock. You step out of the dock at Greater Marrow, the mayor is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off into town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel. Yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt's repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So, to recap, you'll need to sell fish at the local market, paying off your debt, and in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied, understand? Selling fish helps the town and pays off my debt. Got it. Where do I sell the fish? I mean, you just said the local market. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Sure, got it, man. Off you go, then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. So I owe $50 for this boat. Got it. All right, fishmonger, then. Wow, look at you. You enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, eh? Apparently these people have two voices. Either they talk like this, or they talk like this. I can do better than this. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised I found a new one so fast. What happened to the other one, or what's your name? Do I only get to ask one of these two questions? This seems important. What happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more, too. Other towns on other islands might pay you different. But while you still got a debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying it off first. So, we'll see what you got. All right. I do indeed have some damage to my ship. Not much to be done about that at the moment. Let's just go ahead and sell what I've got. So, sell fish. Sell fish. Sell fish. Look at me go. Selling, 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 selling. Good, I've sold a whole bunch of fish. Technically, I made $10. I wonder how much debt I made $83.97. Pretty good life as a fisherman. Well, I mean, I guess that's $83 per day. That's not necessarily the best, but not bad. A respectable living. Great. The mayor's standing outside the fishmonger's store. This guy's just following me around? I mean, I guess it's not a big town. He probably doesn't have a whole lot better to do, but interesting. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make use out of it. Make something out of it. Why don't you take it? Research part. A curious-looking component. Could be used to develop new equipment, but would need some investigation at a dock first. Okay? Sure. I guess we'll just load this onto my boat and hope that that particular part of my boat doesn't get damaged, huh? Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. Okay, I still owe $35.18, but we're coming along. We're going okay. All right. Well, let's talk to the shipwright since, you know, my boat's all bashed up from the rocks. There she is. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is up front, and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take on any damage from the rocks, or any damage at all, I can patch it up. Mostly. She shrugs and gestures toward the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Perfectly normal. Take a look around. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. Okay? $60 to repair all the damage to my boat. My goodness. $30 per, huh? Well, that seems like something I'm gonna have to do. Plus, I can't afford this stuff anyway. I could buy a simple skimmer. A lightweight rod suited to catching fish that live in the shallows. A small spool makes for limited reeling speed, however. Okay. Okay, let's see. What's the difference between that and what I've got? That's what I've got. That is specifically what I've got, isn't it? A simple skimmer? I think. Let me see here. No. Okay, the fishing speed's quite fast on this one. So what's the advantage of... What would be the advantage of switching to this? The fishing speed is slower. I don't understand if there's an advantage to it. So I guess I'm not going to worry about it too much. Weighted line. Strengthened line can catch larger and deeper fish. Very good. Engines. Rusty outboard engines. Old rusty engine. Won't get far without this. That's probably true. No trawl nets available. Lights. Cracked bulb. Better than a candle. Just. And cloudy lens makes a decent effort at shining through the gloom. Got it. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to outfit myself with some actual lights if I want to be able to navigate back after dark like I did just earlier. In any case, I better just repair my boat for now, because I don't have that much money. And my boat's got holes in. Great, I did it. That was easy anyway. Lovely. Well, what we got over here? Research? Ah, use parts to research new equipment. Researched equipment will appear for sale in shops. Oh, okay, so I have to develop the technology, but then they sell it to me. Hooray for capitalism. Hydraulic rod. Mechanically assisted reels allow the catching of significantly larger species, which is a great idea. Larger species is a great idea. Flexible fishing pole. Hybrid design allows for more flexible fishing style. Coastal and shallow. Oh, that's what it is. Hydraulic rods for oceanic catches, whereas this one's for coastal and shallow. I see, I see. For some reason, I wasn't paying attention to those headers, even despite the fact that they're highlighted in bold colors. All right, got it. Interesting. We're already dealing with stuff that abyssal hadal catches. What's a hadal? What's a hadal? What is? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let me go back to my ship real quick. Let me go back to my ship, not on dock, but let's go back to the ship, right? Damage to your hull is bound to stop engine and such from functioning right. Be careful near rocks. You got it. I'll try and do better. Okay, so basic fishing pole can cast coastal stuff. Oh, right, but those pools that I ran into where I couldn't catch in them because I didn't have the right kind of rod. I get it. I got it. Okay, so the rods you sell, this is for shallow, not coastal. Got it. I see. Okay. Understood. So now if I go over here, I should be able to... If I could just... There we go. If I get myself a flexible fishing pole, I can do coastal and shallow with one rod. Takes up 3 slots, but that's better than the 4 it would take me to have one of each, so... Sure. That seems worth it. Let's do it. Ah, but I have to spend 2 in order to actually learn how to... I see. Understood. And we've also got engines, pots, nets, but I can't actually look at those yet. Okay. Okay. Well, I probably should have looked at the engines before I made a decision, but I didn't, so whatever. Let's rest. Well, apparently I can just talk to the mayor whenever. Mayor? What can I do for you? Want to ask about the wider region, I guess? Certainly. Is there somewhere in particular you wish to know more about? Gale Cliffs? Well, the main port over there is a place called Ingfell. It's right on the approach to the cliffs. You can't miss it. It's a whaling town, but I haven't heard much talk of it these days. I think quite a few people have left one way or another. Is there another area you'd like to discuss? Stellar Basin? Quite a popular tourist destination. There's a resort on the atoll. Yeah, atoll. Built on the top of a beautiful coral reef. I'm sure there's a wide variety of fish there. Maybe you fancy getting your hooks in some of those. What else we got? Twisted Strand. I don't think there's much to tell. It's just a tangled mess of trees. It's often blanketed in a thick fog, even during the day. You'd want some good lights and a good sense of direction if you're to go exploring there. All right, so don't go there soon. Got it. Devil's Spine? Haha, yes, it's quite exciting, really. An active volcano amongst the city of ancient ruins. What? Why would I fish there? That's a terrible idea. I must caution against sailing there, however. The ruins lie low in the water and would surely tear through your hull. Not to mention the aforementioned volcano could erupt at any moment. You can occasionally hear it rumbling from here. Yeah, I imagine you can. It's a volcano. Cool. Lovely. That's all for now, thanks. What else we got? What happened to the last fisherman? That seems important. The last fisherman? Oh, he was very unreliable. He'd go out at night, come back with no fish, and proceed to sleep all day. He was also a terrible captain. I mean, really terrible. Constantly running aground on the reef, even in broad daylight. The shipwright almost ran out of wood for repairs. No, he was no good. One evening he left and never came back. So long, he shan't be missed by us. Now, what else can I do for you? I should get back to fishing, I guess. Thank you, Mayor. Okay, let's have a rest. Try and work off some of this sanity damage. There we go. That's the stuff. Great. No more eyeball in the center of the screen makes me feel better about my life. Let's go fishing. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got out there. I gotta make sure not to take these turns too sharply. Because I really want to, but it's not good for my boat. Or me, what lives on the boat. Alright. Disturbed water, right, let's get some of these mackerels. If mackerel they be. Yes, indeed they be. Alright, so we're gonna just drop this in right next to the engine, nestle it right up in there. Very good. You gotta catch fish if you want to make a living. And I kind of do. This doesn't seem like the right place to be doing it, but I don't really have much of a choice in the matter at the moment, do I? Can I move this? I can't. It's installed on the ship. I probably have to talk to the shipwright if I wanted to move that, huh? Well, I can probably fit a cod in there once I catch some cod later on. In the meantime, though, let's fish up all these mackerel. It's an important place to start, you know. I don't really like how much these mackerels cause the water to bubble. I feel like that's not normal. But then again, what am I expecting in a place called... What is it called? It's already been shunted from my brain. Marrow! Greater Marrow, that's the one. That's the one. Best not to think too hard about it, I think. Just catch my fish, do my business. Don't stay out at night. We'll be fine. What's that? A floating buoy. It serves to mark safe passage. Mark safe passage past dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Its dim light also provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. I see. So in a tight spot, I can nestle up next to one of those buoys and hope for the best. If my brains start leaking out my ears. Ah, that's shallow water. I can't possibly. I need coastal, or else we're not getting anywhere here. I wonder how I go about getting more of those research chunks, though, yeah? What's your deal? I can't catch you, so I guess it doesn't matter. I fished up all the coastal fishes. Do we head over towards Lesser Marrow and hope for the best? Oh, hey, there's something. There is a bottle. A bottle nearly the size of my ship, I must mention. What we got here? Collect item. 20th August, 1927. Added to cabin. Alright. Messages. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon, and our first day proper. Today we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here. The layer and colors are so striking. Sometimes literally. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. Oh, this person is married to the fisherman. I see. He renamed the boat last night. Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychains. Ocean's Riches was a good name. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. Okay. Cool, well I'm sure that didn't end in tragedy for anyone involved. Alright. It's just past noon. I need some fishes. I'm no good at identifying fish by the size of their pools just yet, which is probably something I'm going to need to work on, huh? Is this... What do we got here? Oh, I can catch this. This is coastal. Sure, I have no idea. Catch them! Get them cods! What cod they be? Yes, indeed. Alright, so we're going to slap this one right in here. We're going to move this fish over here. Line it right up with the rest of them. Perfect. Alright. Wait, that was the only one. That was the only cod. It was a school of one cod. A single cod. Hold up. Where am I? What did I do? Okay, that's where I came from. Map, right? Map. Map? Map? Ah, okay. So all of these islands here are all stuff within the Marrows. Should be all relatively safe, I suppose. Oh, right. I never looked at the entry for blue mackerel. Practically worthless, but enough to stave off hunger. Fair enough, I guess. Hooray! Practically worthless fishes. Well, you gotta start somewhere. Let's go back. I don't want to get too far away, you know? We'll go around this... Oh, wait a second. There's some right up against the edge of this island here. Does that look like something I could catch? I can't tell. Only one way for me to tell, and that's shove my nose in it and see if anything comes up. Look at that! Nothing did. It's probably fine. Nearly 4 o'clock, though. Nearly 4 o'clock. This has not been a particularly productive day so far, must admit. Let's see if we can catch these up. Great. Okay. We're going to catch a couple of these, and we're going to get back to town and not look too hard at the depths. Okay. There we go. 5:40. I really got to get out of here. The sun is setting already. Last time I started up from this distance and went back to town, it took until like 10 p.m. to get to... We gotta go. We gotta go. Lighthouse. Towards the lighthouse. My maneuverability is absolutely terrible, by the way. Total garbage. Absolute rubbish. The sun's still up, but that paranoia, that panic's setting in already. There it is. Hello, eyeball. How are you? I see you look well today as well. I should not try and catch those fish. I should not. There are fish right there. Hopefully they'll be there tomorrow. This is my job. I do it every day. They'll be there tomorrow. Just tell yourself that. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Whew. All right, fishmonger. I've had a special order come through from a customer. If you can fulfill it, I'll pay you above normal prices. What's your order? They asked for 1 gulf flounder and 1 gray eel. Just bring them in when you have them. Gulf flounder and a gray eel? I've never even heard of such things. You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water fish in order to catch those. The shipwright should be able to sort that for you. Okay. Well, let me just sell what I got. Sell all fish. I can just sell all fish. Let's just sell all fish. Great. Got myself $110. Now then. Shipwright. Shipwright. I got a good feeling about these engines. They'll take you far away. Reliable, too, provided you take care of them. Far away. I suppose that would be a good thing around here, huh? Well, there's only so much to be done at the moment. Alright. Simple skimmer. Since I can't do the combination rod just yet, let's start with a simple skimmer. Takes 2 hours to install, but, I mean, I'm already at dock, so it should be fine, right? Sure, it'll take until 10 p.m., but who cares? Do it. Lovely. Done. Sorry to keep you up so late, but, you know, what choice do I have in the matter? Mayor, you ain't got anything new to say, do ya? Probably not. I want to ask about the wider region. No, I already talked about all that. Going back to fishing. Thank you, Mayor. Alright, let's have some sleep. Get the eyeball out of my forehead. Very nice. It seems like I'd already calmed down back when the shipwright was installing my fishing rod. Hello? A hunched woman approaches you from the steps of the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension.
Oh.
Why are you here? I've come to fish, I've come to see the area, I've come to meet people. I mean, let's be honest, I've come to fish. That's pretty much all I do. I'm a fisher. I fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. Okay. Great. Ominous strangers, as always. The mayor wants to talk about that, does he? Of course he does. What's up, Mayor? Just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out east towards Little Marrow? Would you give this package to the dock worker there, please? I could do that, sure. Let me just nestle it right up next to my engine. That's the safe spot. Nothing can come to harm while it's in the safe spot. The mayor hands you a small damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Okay. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. Great. So I gotta go to Little Marrow. First thing right off the bat. Okay, sure, I can do that. In that case, why don't we undock? Alright, let's see here. Little Marrow should be just across the way, right? Let me just see if I can confirm that. Right. We want to go straight east. Apparently I have a compass. Oh yeah, look at that. It's right there next to the time thing. Got it. Pursuits. Caught to order. 1 flounder, 1 eel. Package delivery, deliver the package. You got it. I would be delighted to. Alright. Why am I... Peculiar engine has been disabled. I see. You don't just turn the camera the direction you want to go. You have to actually push the direction you want to go. If you push just forward, you just sail forward. Apparently, I should have figured that out sooner. Oh boy. Shipwright. Your boat's looking a bit banged up. I can repair it there if you like. Yeah, please. Yeah, please. Great. Engine's working again. Now then. Apparently she did that largely instantaneously. Let's try this again, now that I understand how boats work. Sort of. Alright, so if we push left, the boat goes left. If you push forward, the boat goes forward. I see. I don't know how I made it to day 3 without figuring out that much, but I did. Good job, me. Alright. Let's just not mess around, make our way over to Little Marrow, get this thing delivered. I do not want it to spoil. I do not know what it is, but I take my job very seriously. And I, wasted an hour since I drove into a rock first thing in the morning. This is Little Marrow, right? Please be Little Marrow. Please be Little Marrow. Dock worker. What? A delivery? Let's see here. He tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose? He hands you some money. Great, I got $25. That almost pays for the engine repairs. I was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get much more use out of it. Sustainable fishing, added to Captain. He pulls a crumpled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of the pages are folded over. He didn't get much usage out of it, but he carries it around in his back pocket? Okay. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for a chat anytime. I know how lonely it can be. Cool, thanks. I guess I appreciate it. Let me have a look at that book. Sustainable fishing. Read to unlock. Not that. Here we go. I haven't read this yet. Reading, 0% complete. Selected as active book, past time to read. I see. So I automatically read while doing other things. Convenient, I suppose. Alright, let's undock. Alright. Push right to go right, then go forward. There we go. That's not so bad, is it? It all makes sense now. Alright, let's see if I can catch something from one of these central pools here, since I got the new fishing rod and all that, What do we got? Yeah! Okay, this is just mackerels, but whatever. Catch some mackerels. Mackerels are still fish, even if they are garbage. Terrible garbage fish. They're still fish. There we go. Just toss a couple in the boat. I don't like all these little... What was that? Was that just thunder? Just a normal storm incoming? And certainly not an explosion? I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure everything's fine. Let's just not worry about that. That's That's normal. It's fine. Get some cod. Get some cod. Focus on your job. Get some cod. There we go. Very good. Uh-huh. Okay, we're out of cod. The storm is really seeming to want to pick up over there. Okay, alright. For right now, I think we're fine, though, so let's go over next to those rocks. I'm still struggling a bit with the camera, you may have noticed. It was defaulting to inverted controls, so I turned that off, but I feel like it almost feels more inverted now, so I don't really... Dredge. I can't... Shapes in the deep! Yeah, I feel like I'm alright with the fact that I can't catch anything there. That's probably fine. It's probably fine. Don't worry about whatever's in the shapes in the deep are. That's not your business, just catch fish. Surely those cannot be fish. Ah, eels, perhaps. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Oh, interesting. That's... Got it. I got a gray eel. Very good. Let's just slap it down right there. It's what, 4:45? Yeah, okay. Ooh. Interesting. Trophy caught. Is that what the little yellow bar meant? Was it was a particularly good fish? Interesting. I got it. I did it. Let's try and go to that pool right over there, since technically I was supposed to catch 2 different types of shallows fish, you know? Let's just see if it's something different. I think it is. We'll catch one and then we'll go back to town. Oh, the fish are gone. Oh, the sun went down. Oh, no. Okay. Never mind. We're going back. I just realized I've technically had my lights on all the time. I wonder if there's any disadvantage to having your lights on all the time. You know? I don't know. It's hard to say. Alright, docking. Great. Okay. Visit the fishmonger. Have you got any fish for that order? Yeah, I got one. Just leave whatever you have here. I'll keep the order on ice until it's all ready to go. I can't do your voice. I'm terribly sorry. These things aren't working properly for me. Okay, so is that the one I can't sell? Is that the idea? You can return these items later. Oh, I see. I can just slap it in over there. But this is the trophy fish, right? I feel like I want to sell this trophy fish. A slimy creature, tainted with the silt and muck of the seabed. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a fish. What do you want? Alright, we'll just drop this one right in there. Great. Done. Okay. So now... Alright, come back when you have everything. Now to regular business, eh? Right. Just sell the rest of them. If you're ever hunting a specific species, check your encyclopedia. It could have the information you need. Alright. Cool, thanks. You keep your knife in particularly good quality, I must say. It looks very shiny and... You wouldn't expect that you're even using it to chop fish apart all day, which I assume you are. Anyway, well done. Great. $11 of my debt paid off. How are we doing on that front? $8 left. Oh, we're getting so close. Alright, let's see. 39% complete with my book. I do have information about the gray eel now, but nothing beyond what I've already read, so that's just fine. Still gotta catch a flounder, though. I'm pretty sure that pool I came up on just as the sun went down had flounders in, based on the shape of it, so I'm thinking that's where we're going in the morning, right? Okay, let's see here. What's the shipwright got for me? I can't quite afford a better engine. Alright. So we're gonna leave that alone for just now, since I have no choice in the matter. Much as I'd love to buy some more lights and save my brains, I don't have money for that either. So, I guess let's just sleep. Let's just sleep. That beam of red light coming out of the forest. I feel like I should have noticed that sooner. There's a beam of red light coming out of the forest. I guess it's best not to ask questions about these things, though, huh? Oh, probably. Alright, let's go catch some flounder. Doing my normal fisherman job. Yes, indeed. That over there by the buoy, right? I think that's going to be the flounders. Can't really tell from here, but they do look differently shaped. Flat. Little dangling tail. I suspect that's flounder. Let's see what we got. Look at that. That's got to be a flounder. I'd know that diamond-shaped body anywhere. Alright. Gulf flounder. Look at that. It's like you take a fish, and then you squish that fish. And that's the flounder. That's how they work. Takes up a lot of space on the ship, but I guess that makes sense. I feel like you should be able to stack them like pancakes, you know? But that's not how it works. A pathetic, cowardly, bottom-dwelling fish. So judgy. Why, though? Alright. Catch another one. Catch a couple of them. Can't fit a lot of flounder on the ship at all, but... Well, hopefully they're particularly valuable or something like that. I honestly don't know. One more. That'll have to do. Can't catch another one if I wanted. Oh, I could. I technically could. Sure. You know what? Let's just fish out the flounders. Who likes them anyway? They're far too flat. They're far too flat. Get rid of them. Stick them in the boat. Stick them in the fishmonger. Chop them up. Done. No questions. No problems. All right. That's another buoy. I should be able to maybe catch another eel or two. Was this where I caught the eels earlier? I think so. Yes, indeed. Okay, so I should catch at least one, possibly two if possible. There we go. Slap that right up next to the engine. And one more, please. Nice. Okay. It's only noon, but my ship is full because of all the dang old flounders, so I guess we should just go sell them? Sure. Haven't really done a full day's work just yet, but... Well, you gotta... In this... let's just call it an early day, right? You got ahead of the day. It's still gonna take me a couple hours to get back to dock, and then we can just, I don't know, take in the town. Talk to the locals, which is a great idea. Very good idea, talking to the locals. Go find that old lady. I'm sure she would love to talk. Okay. Fishmonger. I do have a fish for that order. Alright, we're gonna just grab one of these flounders here. Sure, we'll give him the big one. Why not? Well, do we want to give him the big one? Does it make any difference for the price? I honestly don't know. Let's give him an average flounder. This is a good average flounder. There we go. And then we just rotate like that. Done. The fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. Good. They should be pleased with these. I got another order here. This one's a little more curious. They want a couple of squid and a whole black grouper. A whole black grouper? As opposed to what? Don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night, and, well, you know what nights are like round here. Good luck. I feel like that's a bad idea. Fishing at night, but okay. Keep an eye out for larger fish. They'll feed more mouths, so I can pay you more for them. Oh, look at that. They are more valuable if they're bigger. Interesting. Perhaps I should have given the quest fish, for the quest fish, just use the lightest fish possible? I don't honestly know. Well, in any case, let's sell all these. Very good. And since it's early in the day, I guess I could have some stuff installed on my boat. Let's go talk to the shipwright. Wait, what's up with the mayor now? The mayor's walking quickly towards you. He seems to be in a good mood with a spring in his step. Fantastic news! Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Marrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I've granted a consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger's services. He might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. Great. Dry dock, huh? Alright. This is dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, even superior hulls. We'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects. Lumber, metal scraps, that sort of thing. How do I get the materials? There's plenty of decent materials around the coast, from various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get at them. Great. You're so helpful. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be stored, so don't worry if you only have half of what we need. Great. Rod spaces, net spaces, engine spaces, light space. Interesting. Modifies one cargo space to also hold lights. But I don't have the materials for... Wait. Oh, so I would need lumber and metal scrap, it seems like, and also $50. Got it. So these are significant upgrades, but they take some doing. Got it. All right. Well, I'd imagine I should probably work on those whenever I can. Shipwright. Let's see. If I get a bender engine, I should be able to, you know, move around faster, which seems like a very big advantage. Let's see here. What did I do? I'm in repair mode. How did I do that? Stop it. There we go. Okay. And I can't buy any of these. I could buy lights. Okay. Why don't we put in a rusty outboard engine, like so. There we go. And Should I get a light while I'm at it? Stop going into that mode. That mode will not help you. Shipwright lights. Can't afford a cloudy lens. I could do 500 lumens within a 10-meter range. If I'm going to go out and ship for squid, I'm going to need something, right? Still, I feel like it might be better to just save up some money and get myself a cloudy lens, right? 20-meter range rather than 10-meter range. I just need a little more money. Yeah, I think that's the thing to do. I think that's the thing to do. So, I guess let's rest for now? Wait, what's going on with the ship? We're not quite done with sustainable fishing. Right. Gulf flounder. Number 3. Oh, number 3 is the squids. I see. Somewhere in the Marrows. Doesn't tell me much else about it just yet. Alright. But you have to do it at night. Got it. Yeah, let's just get some rest. Play it safe. No problems here. Hey, the red light is... Never mind, there it is. Never mind, there it is. Great. I'm sure it's nothing untoward. Perfectly natural beam of red light coming out of the woods. Perfectly fine. Yeah, let's just catch whatever I can find, right? What I need right now is money. Wow, there's only one mackerel. I have caught the mackerel. Good. Good job. Way to catch the mackerel. Alright. Maybe it looks like the fishing spots over next to Lesser Marrow are probably in pretty good shape. Let's try them out. Oh, I see there's a bottle over there. I want that. This is all mackerels. Let's not waste our time with the mackerels. We'll just zip over to the coastal area here. What do we got here? Oh, I need dredge. Oh! This is where you get planks and whatnot, isn't it? But I need to have some sort of equipment for getting dredge. Gotcha. Well, for right now, let's go get that right there. It's not good for my living, but it's good for my curiosity, and that's very important. 21st August, 1927. Let's see it. Messages. There it is. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around and a few items fell overboard into the water. We did not see what they were, which is of some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He has been checking over some of the notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He's paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I've never known him to be so superstitious. What happens if you don't rename your boat correctly? I wonder. Hey, look, there's another... Okay, we're gonna go get that one. Since I'm back here anyway. We gotta be real careful about the angle, though. Also, is that more dredge? That's more dredge, okay. Well, I can't do anything with dredge. Oh, this is all dredge. This is all stuff I can't do anything with. Interesting. Yep, this is a waste of my time. Okay. Can I do anything with that? How about it? No, really? This is also dredge. Everything out here is dredge. Well, fine. I'll just catch something here and start heading back to town. It's more mackerels. Fine. You know what? Mackerels may not be a great way to make a living, but they are still edible. Can't say fairer than that. Let's just snag up some mackerels. Try and pay... Grotesque mackerel. Species data added to Encyclopedia. Okay. It's just a little weird looking. Got some extra fangs, glowing red eyes. You know, not so bad. Corrupted scales and bulbous eyes like nothing you've ever seen before. But it's fresh! It's fresh, dang it, look at it go. Alright, that's fine. I've finished sustainable fishing. Alright. Let's check the cabin for my bonuses. 10% chance not reduce fish stocks when catching a fish with a rod. Oh, that's nice. So you can get a few more out of a school when you're at it. Good to know. Number 68, grotesque mackerel. Aberration of mackerel. So now if I were to, for example, is there a way to go quickly back to the Marrows? There we go. Yeah, look at that. Aberrations. So there just naturally are several aberrations of each type of fish that you catch. Well, that's fine. I'm sure it's great. Lovely. Let's go. Let's leave this place. Let's go somewhere else. It's making me uncomfortable all of a sudden. Can't imagine why. Plus, I need to get my way back towards Greater Marrow before the day goes on too far, you know? Let's just avoid this right here. That's a big old fish. Can I catch that? That looks oceanic, probably. That's oceanic, okay. Cannot catch the big old fish. That's fine. I accept that. It's good to know your shortcomings and accept them. It's not going to do you any good to live otherwise. Alright. Let's grab an eel or two and get back to town. There you go. I feel like if my reaction time was a little bit faster, I would be able to do better with eels, but it turns out it's not. Great eel. Good, good. Okay. Storms. Good. Leaving. Storms are normal. Storms are part of fisherman life. I understand. It's fine. I can't let storms make me nervous. If storms are going to make me nervous, I'd imagine there are things that are going to make me much more than nervous around here. There we go. A lovely productive day. Fishmonger, could you tell me about what the heck this thing is? What is it today? You hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Ah, now, this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. Huh, I wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish, as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of its stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach, he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Well, I've never seen that before in all my days. I'll give you this thing, and I'll pay you for the fish too, of course. Great. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. Great. This guy has turned into sort of Cockney, by the way. Sorry about that. It wasn't on purpose, it just wound up that way. A once beautiful handkerchief, drawn from the insides of a grotesque fish, patterned with delicate crimson thread. Good. Good. Very good. Alright, let's sell the rest of the fish. No problems. Alright. A man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. He's on my ship! Okay! I know what you took to the fishmonger. And I'll be clear. I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out of this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. Sorry, he's outside the ship looking in. That makes a lot more sense. I don't know why I was coming out of the fishmongers. I assumed that I hadn't gotten back on the boat immediately. Alright. Okay, so that guy wants the handkerchief. Maybe. Guess I should probably go meet him tomorrow, but at this point it's already 4 o'clock, so let's just get some rest for now. Oh, excuse me. I'll probably cut that out. Sorry, that was a gross noise. I may not still have the pandemic, but I still got a little pneumonia, and occasionally it makes my throat do interesting things, which seems appropriate to the current game. Anyway, so he wants me to cut south. Does he? Is there a way that I can see on the map where that is that he wants me to go? Pursuits. Meet at Blackstone Isle. Caught a strange-looking fish. Never seen anything like it in all my years. Right. It died as soon as it was pulled from the water, but its scales are still pulsing with a strange rhythm. Don't want to handle it anymore. Have headache and ears are ringing slightly. Maybe the fishmonger at Greater Marrow will know more. I hadn't read that. Are there texts like that for all of these things? Mayor of Greater Marrow asked me to deliver a package to the dock worker at Little Marrow, which is to the east. Package feels quite dense and damp. Something seeping through the paper. Curious, but I won't open it. Yeah, reasonable. Caught to order. The fishmonger at Greater Marrow received a special order from a customer. He says he'll pay me well for filling the order. Okay, nothing particularly notable about that text. Okay, but I'll try and make a note of checking those quest texts before I do them. Here. So we gotta go out into the bay and then straight south through these rocks. Okay. And I've got to get on it quickly because I only go so fast after all. Even with my double engine situation. Alright. Oh shoot. I should have had the shipwright install a light while I was in dock yesterday. I wasn't thinking. Spent all afternoon sleeping. Friggin' layabout, that's what me. I can't words. I can't. They just don't. Sometimes it doesn't happen. I try so hard. But it's just not good enough. Anyway, so that place with the fancy mansion, is that where I'm going? Seems like it. I doubt I'm going to have a whole lot of time to fish after all this, but let's see what all the excitement's about. Can I dock here? It looks like a dock. Great, it's a dock. Ruined mansion and workshop. Well, ruined mansion it is. There he is. Do you just keep that shadow with you wherever you go? The man is standing in a doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons. You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a collector of many things. Art and artifacts, treasures and truths, and curios that occupy the periphery of desire. That's not really... You said you were introducing yourself. That's not really very helpful information you've given me. And you have something for me. At least you have a face now. You give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable, even after all this time. This handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks in dark depths. Yes, please! I don't care what you want. I'll do it. Find me these lost relics, and I will reward you in ways beyond all man imagining. Now, okay, I was on board until when we were just talking about putting dredging equipment on my ship, but reward you in ways beyond all imagining in this sort of a setting, it's never a good thing. You need not give up your fishing career. I'll merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? Yes, do it, I guess. Why not? An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. The collector tinkers with your boat. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, and a music box and key. I would encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or any strange occurrences, anything that might be worth investigating. All right? Talk to the townsfolk. Generally not a great idea, but whatever you say, collector. Return when you have something. Okay, cool, thanks. Workshop? What's the workshop? The workshop looks as though it hasn't been used in decades. Go inside? It's locked. Well, fine. Never mind then. Undock. No, undock. There we go. Alright, let's just... Easy there. Try not to bump my butt on the rocks as I leave. I know there's a bunch of dredge over there on the right, so maybe... See what we got here? Cod, sure. We'll grab a cod or two. Very good. Just nestle that right in there. And... 2 cod, maybe? 2 cod seems good. There we go. Alright. Now, let's check out the dredge spots over here. Let's not go to the ones all the way around the back, but there should be one on the other side here, right? That's... what's this? That's ocean. That's that big shark-looking thing that I can't actually fish up. That's fine. This here, though, this is dredge. Right here? Yeah, there we go. Shapes in the deep. Start dredging. Press X to avoid the... I see, avoid the black spaces. Got it. Great, I did it. I got lumber. We'll just slap that right there. Let's dredge up some more. Alright. Not too complicated, although I nearly did run into a gap when I was reading about how it works the first time. 2 chunks of wood. Waterlogged wooden boards. Could be useful to someone. Possibly me, if I give them the ship right. Alright, coming up on 5 o'clock. Is this dredge? What is this? This is flounders, isn't it? No. It's like a stingray of some sort. Sure, we'll catch one of these and then we'll head back to town. There we go. Stingray. Stingray indeed. Alright. Well, that takes up nearly the rest of the space that I've got, so I guess that works out well. Bam. Done. Alright. Let's leave. I gotta get back to town. Turn my lights on. Crank it around. Let's get back. Chug a chug, chug a chug, chug a chug, chug, chug a chug, chug, chug a chug, chug. Yeah, the sun's already going down. I probably waited too long. What is that? That's just a fish spot, right? That's just a fish spot? That's not just a fish spot. That's glowing. This is... Oh, this is... Oh, this is if I wanted to catch squid. Well, I don't have a light right now, so not right now. Let's remember to install a light tonight, though. That seems very important. Okay. Here we go. Wow, a bunch of people want to talk to me all of a sudden. Sure. What's up, Lighthouse Keeper? What is it? I thought you wanted to talk to me. Oh, right, this is talking to people who are in town. Got it. Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of the... I can't do voices. There's a spot near the back of Greater Marrow where the current carries in wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from that patch to dark water. I can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best to just move on. Fair enough. Thanks for the advice. Have you heard of any strange things happening? I suspect the answer is yes. I see plenty of strange things from atop the lighthouse. Sometimes I don't know whether or not I can trust my own eyes. She holds the lantern up so it shines brightly onto your face. Are you really standing here in front of me? Or is this just another of the fog's tricks? Great. Full of personality, these backwater villages. Who lives on Blackstone Isle? I see a lot from up here, you know. I saw that ill-fated boat return. I chose to look the other way. I watched an unnatural glow flicker through those windows. Whatever you got planned, I hope you know what you're doing out there. Great. I should go. Thank you. I could talk to the mayor, but seems like the mayor doesn't really want to talk about anything. Let's check in, though. Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? Shipwrecks? Unfortunately, there have been quite a few in recent years. The lighthouse helps, but even it struggles to cut through the fog some nights. We do our best to salvage and clear any shipwrecks that occur around this side of the island. That should make fishing a bit easier for you.
Yeah.
Around the back, though, it's a little harder to get to. There are still some wrecks towards the deeper patches. You'll want to avoid that area. Now, what else can I do for you? Strange occurrences?
Yeah.
Well, I heard that my counterpart in Little Marrow met the most unfortunate end. They say he went quite mad quite suddenly. One day he was normal, the next he was pacing the shoreline, hurling people's belongings into the sea. After some days like this, he disappeared, never to be seen again. Nowadays, the tale of the old mayor is used to scare children. Not many remember him, myself included, and those that do remember him don't seem to like talking about it. A most unpleasant subject. Great. Well, thank you for letting me know. I'll go back to fishing. Builder. Who are you? I don't think I've seen you around before. You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? I mean, at the moment, it's pretty peaceful. If you'd stay out to the sea during the night. I mean, it hasn't been non-peaceful at night, but I do get a little bit paranoid. Anyway, peaceful, I guess. It's gotta be a damn sight better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while. Maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forwards. Moving along. It's not so bad here. I don't want to move along. I can't go back. So, talking about the past of a character whose past I don't actually know. Seems a little maybe unnecessarily dramatic, but... She's gazing out to sea again, lost in thought. Say, if you find some materials, maybe you can help me move? I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about, Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber and 2 units of scrap is all I need. I can make a new place for myself out there. You'd be welcome to visit, too. Yeah. Just stack it up at Steel Point when you have anything. I'll pay you when the job's done. Interesting. Let me have a look at that pursuit real quick. A place to rest. Spoke to a builder on the dock at Greater Marrow. Kept talking about moving on. Didn't seem entirely with it. Asked if I would bring materials to Steel Point, an island to the north, so they could build a house there. I'm sure I can dredge up something. There's good wood in some of the wrecks. Indeed, there is. And let me look at this one. It's pink, interestingly. The collector has installed dredging equipment on my boat. I'm to locate some relics for him. He said he'd reward me well for any I return to him at Blackstone Isle. Checking out shipwrecks and the like would be a good place to start. He mentioned that the locals might be able to point me to some. So basically everyone's telling me to go to that same pocket around back that I boated into earlier, I suspect. But stay out of the deep waters, so says the mayor anyway. Fascinating. Stingray, good eating, but careful preparation. Blah. My tongue is just not working anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Fishmonger. I found this book out back. Could be useful to you. Rods, reels, and rigs. The fishmonger reaches under the counter and hands you a damp, battered book. A few shimmering fish scales are stuck to the cover. Okay, cool. Well, let's sell what fish I've got. Something I sold was really valuable. I wonder if it's a stingray. Hopefully, since it took up so much room. Anyway, cool. Thanks. Right. Shipwright. Let's see. Why don't we see what we can do here about getting a light installed? Cloudy lens. Give me that one. But I gotta move the wood first. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, I gotta refund it. There we go. Refund. Then we move the lumber. Move the lumber. There we go. And then... No, I like that. Like this, and then like this. Right there. Install. Great. So now I have a light. So I should be able to fish for squid if I need to. But not tonight, because it's already friggin' the middle of the night. So let's have a rest. That red light is doing its thing. Probably best not to look right at it. Hooray! Alright. Let's undock. Okay, so I do have the light now. That should be helpful. I'll try and catch some squid tonight. Let me just look at my map real quick. Oh, this is where they were saying I should go check. Okay. Alright. Let's work our way that way. Try and catch a couple fish on the way. But don't get too ambitious about it. Since I don't have that much room, since I'm carrying around these planks, I should have given those to the shipwright now that I think on it. What we got here? Mackerels. Yeah, catch a mackerel. A single mackerel, please. Very good. We'll just tuck that right in there. And off we go. The music cut out as soon as I went around the back here. Which is honestly kind of concerning. Not sure what to make of it just yet. Dredge spot, I think. Very good. Let us dredge. There we are. No problem. Never mind, problem. I wasn't paying enough attention. I was distracted by that symbol in the middle. Bolt of cloth. Okay. Just drop that there. Looks like this is mostly bolts of cloth, as far as I can tell. Okay. 2 bolts of cloth. Very well. Let's try and make my way over this way. Where's the place I was trying to get? Show me my map, please. We're almost there, but not quite. It's also almost 1 o'clock at this point. Let's see. This looks like probably eels, right? This is eels, okay. Let's ignore the eels for now and head over to the dredge point. Ah, there's something glowing red over there. Is that where I'm supposed to... Is that where the townsfolk guided me to? Why, yes, so it is. Alright, well, what's this here? This is more eels. Okay. Nothing for it, then. Let's check out the dredge spot with the red sparks rising. Shapes in the deep. Here we go. Dodge them holes. No problems. We got this. Nice and easy. Relic discovered. Return to the collector. That is a gigantic key. My goodness. An abnormally large and heavy key cast from an unfamiliar metal. The teeth of the key are curved and sway before your eyes like tendrils. That seems bad. That seems like something I shouldn't be carrying around. I didn't look at the description of bolt of cloth. A decent length of cloth. It's damp, but hasn't started to deteriorate yet. Could be used for vehicle renovations. Okay, cool, thanks. Right. I need to go. Let's just go. Let's just back into the cove. Don't hit the walls. Lights on, just in case. Coming up on 5 o'clock, so yeah, the sun is indeed going down. When I get back to the main area in front of the lighthouse, if those squids are there again, I should probably grab one on the way in. I don't yet know where to catch groupers. as that one quest wants me to do. But if I can get myself a squid, that'll be a start. What's this? Oh, this could be the groupers, honestly. Hold on. Can I sort things away a little bit here? Maybe? Like this? It's really not... I haven't given myself a whole lot to work with here, have I? I really haven't. Put this here, this here. I'm just guessing that that fish that I'm about to try and catch is not going to fit into the space I've got here, but let's try it anyway. Black grouper, I got it. Okay, so it does fit, but just barely. A short, stocky fish with mottled black coloring. Perfect camouflage in the black waters of night. Lovely. Camouflaged fishes. Hiding from something. Best not to speculate what from they hide. There's that eyeball in my forehead. We're doing fine. We're going home. We're just fine. It's no problem. Alright. Fishmonger? You got any fish for that order? I do. Let's just slap this right over here. And you want 2 squids, huh? Okay. 2 arrow squids. Got it. And I don't think I have much else I can sell aside from that one grouper. It's for $6.78. You know what? Have it. Oh, hey, you know what? I paid off my debt and didn't even notice it. Look at me go. Great. Great. Let's go check in with the dry dock. Remember, you don't have to... Yeah, I know. Thank you. That's exactly why I'm here. Alright, so let's see here. Wood and cloth. I could get myself net spaces. And that seems to be about all I could work on getting rod spaces, but... How do I expand out my ability to store stuff at all? Is that not an option? Oh, it's in the next tier up. Okay. Well, for right now, let's work on getting net spaces. Like this. Just drop this right in like that. And then we grab the bolts of cloth. Yeah. There. And then, if I could... There. Okay, got it. I'm not good at these controls just yet. There we go. No, I spend $125. I can just have it, huh? Sure. Sounds good. Let's do it. Alright, so how do I purchase it then? Oh, right here. I have to actually click the button. Purchase upgrade. Okay. 4 net spaces done. Now, I don't have any nets to put in those net spaces, but ostensibly now I could, if I had them. Maybe? How does it work? Oh, there they are. Okay, so where are the other 2? It should be 4, right? Perhaps the simple skimmer is currently taking up the space that I would need for that? Not sure. Oh, I didn't set myself up reading a book. I forgot to read. Well, that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. All right. Let's have a rest. Great. Another perfectly normal night. Let's... Okay. I didn't... What did the... Hang on. What did that builder... What did she want, specifically? Lumber and scrap. So I got rid of my lumber, so I can't do that anymore. No, I technically have 1 lumber remaining, don't I? So I need 1 more lumber and 2 scrap if I wanted to help her out. Okay. But for right now, why don't we go talk to the collector? What harm could come of it? Not a good question to ask yourself, probably. Be that as it may. Side comment. I love what they're doing with the background music here, where it'll switch from... It keeps switching between major and minor keys while in the middle of playing the same basic theme. It's very off-putting, and I love it. Anyway. Hello, collector. I brought you something. You enter the collector's house. He's standing at the back of the room holding the silver and crimson book. He seems impatient. Well, you have something, don't you? Show me. Apparently I will. You hand him the key. The cold metal shimmers a strange shine as he holds it. The shape of the key, the teeth, the head, now somehow seem changed, smaller. Has it always been this way? Is this all? Where's the lock? The collector grows agitated. It seems the pieces we're looking for have traveled further than I anticipated. Much further, I suspect. In that case, allow me to aid your travels. I'm not sure that's a good idea. He turns a few pages in his book and mutters something low under his breath. A burst of light fills your vision, and you stagger back briefly. Now go. We have more relics to uncover. Ability unlocked, Haste, otherworldly speed, at a price. My intuition tells me that the current may have carried some debris to the southeast, towards Gale Cliffs. Make that your priority. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Anything else? The words you read from that book, what did they do to me? The book holds power from the deep. I merely extended its power towards you. Is there one in particular you wish to know more about? Haste? The words of Haste are instant and cruel. They will impart a terrible speed to your vessel. Be warned, however, it may put a great deal of stress on your engines. Are there other powers? No, we good. How long have you lived here? Quite some time. I used to be a fisherman, as was my father before, but 2 decades ago I took up residence here. I needed to focus on other endeavors. I found that this island has a certain strength to it, those dark basalt columns stretching downwards into the deep. Enough said, I guess. Do you know who owned these relics? Yes. Not telling. Who? He looks at you. For a moment, a look of something like regret flashes in his eyes. An old friend. Okay, good. Where should I look for relics? Southeast towards the Gale Cliffs. Got it. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be going. Marked my map, did ya? Let's have a look. Ah. So that'd be going on into the next area of the game, but if I wanted to cross this water, I almost certainly would have to use haste, or at least risk my brain going right down the toilet. Alright. Well, let's not do that just yet, right? Let's spend a little more time here working on haste adds speed to your engine, but increases panic and engine heat. Right, got it. Engine heat, huh? That's something I haven't had to really deal with. I was gonna say let's work on this region where I am right now for just a little bit longer, right? What is that? What was that noise? Was that under the water or was that my boat? Did the boat just make that noise now? I'm not really sure. It was making my controller vibrate, so I suspect it was something external. I don't know. Let's get some dredge, shall we? Oops. Wasting time, because I'm nervous. There we go. Worn gold ring. Well, I suppose I probably just need to sell that to the guy in lesser... Marrow, right? Probably? Oh, that's all there was here? Okay, well, fine. Yeah, can I get that message away? Select it with LB and use it by holding X. Got it. Lights, light up the night. Stronger effect lessens the effect of panic. Foghorn, a loud horn. Make your presence known. Spyglass, get a closer look. Can identify fishing spots at a distance. Interesting. I should probably be aware that that's there. Haste. Right. Otherworldly speed. For now, though. That's a really sad little foghorn, isn't it? Why, yes, so it is. Alright. Well, let's just catch some fish. Seems like a great idea to catch some fish. And not use my otherworldly speed just yet, Save that for when I really need it, I think. Was that was the only... There was only one flounder? Okay, well, that's alright. That's okay. What about this here? What do we got here? It really wants me to use that otherworldly speed, huh? It really does. But it's not the time. Oh, there was only one flounder as well. My goodness. Well... Alright. Let me just sell off the fish I got. Real quick, like I understand. Oh, the lighthouse keeper, hello. The lighthouse keeper emerges from the dark forest that flanks the town. She walks towards the dock with a confused look on her face. Oh, it's you. Who were you expecting? Your engine. It sounds like... I'm sorry, I mistook it for the vessel of an old friend. That's the second time I've heard someone mention an old friend today. Is that a coincidence? Dejected, she turns and walks back towards the lighthouse. Oh. Because he altered my engine to do otherworldly speed stuff. So now my boat sounds like someone else's. I'm getting in too deep. Good. Great. Fishmonger. Haven't seen that strange red light in a while. Wonder what it was. Wait, the one overnight? Did it not happen last night? I didn't... Huh. Interesting. I wonder what happened to it if it is gone. Either case, let's get back out there. I suppose I could try and... Let's try, huh? We'll try haste. Holding X, huh? Alright. Okay, but we don't want to overdo it. Don't overdo it. Wow, the entire world is starting to turn red. So yes, do not overdo it. Got it. Sounds good. I don't really need these. I was going across the bay to sell this ring. There we go. Just take it nice and easy. Don't lean on that button too hard. Alright, here we are. Alright. Grieving father. Sure. Hello? Is everything okay? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? No, given that I meta-knowledge know your name is Grieving Father, it seems like probably we shouldn't be talking to you about this, but okay. Well, yes, you see. My only son was lost at sea some years ago. He's still out there somewhere, in one of those wrecks, all alone in the cold, dark water. The man is clearly trying his hardest to remain composed, but tremors of grief rack his body. I was wondering, I notice you have some dredging equipment installed on your vehicle. If you're able to retrieve any of his belongings from the wreck, I think he'd feel more at peace if his mementos were with me. Maybe? Is that how it works, or do you have ulterior motives? I'm not really sure. He wore a bronze belt buckle, specially engraved. I'd recognize it anywhere. If there's a chance you could find it, I'd be in your debt. Sure. I'll keep an eye out. What do you know about any strange occurrences? I don't get out a lot anymore, so I don't see much of what goes on. But I do remember the old mayor in his final days. What an awful sight it was. Screaming and throwing things into the sea. Throw it back, he would cry over and over. Begging anyone who would listen, howling it to the wind. These days I almost feel like I understand. Anything else I can help you with? I guess not. Thank you. Suppose I could talk to the dock worker. It doesn't seem like I can have much to say, but... How's the day treating you? Do you ever process shipments for Blackstone Isle? That old ruin? Doubt it. Let's see. He flicks through a large logbook. It appears to be a record of shipping manifests. Thought so. Doesn't even have a shipping address. As far as I know, nobody lives there. What else can I do for you? Do you know about shipwrecks in the area? I know there were a few around the eastern side of this island. Mostly rotted away by now, I expect, or dashed apart by the waves. Poor souls keep hitting rocks in the fog, I guess. There's a blind spot back there where the lighthouse can't be seen. People get turned around. That's the place where I'd stumbled into earlier. Got it. What else? Strange occurrences? I overheard a tale in the tavern some years ago. Sounded pretty strange to me. Supposedly, some 20-odd years ago, a fisherman from these parts hauled up an old sealed casket. Let me try that again. A fisherman from these parts hauled up an old sealed casket from the seafloor. They pried it open and took what was inside for themselves. That very night, the fog rolled in for the first time, and it has cloaked the seas every night since. So, they found something they weren't supposed to, pried it open, and cursed the area permanently. Great! What was in that accursed casket, nobody knows. All the crew that laid eyes on its contents went mad, or worse. The casket and crew have since disappeared without a trace, but the fog remains. Crazy stuff, huh? I guess. Cool, thanks. What's it like working on the docks? Yeah, it's changeable as the weather. Most days it's pretty quiet. The pay's not too great, but the work's straightforward. That suits me to a T. It's good to get that fresh sea breeze without actually being on the water. No offense, but you wouldn't get me out on those seas every day. Alright, fine. Thanks for the judgment. Let's go to the trader. Welcome. Found anything special lately? I think so, sort of. Gold always holds its value. Sell for 15 bucks. Alright, well, sell that. Great. That was less remarkable than I was expecting. but thank you, trader. Alright. Let's get back across the sea, I suppose. Still need to catch some squid, so that'll be my goal for tonight. In the meantime, let's just... Wait, what's this? It's got a portal over it. What does that mean, I wonder? Let's see what it's got inside. Lumpy mackerel. Species data added to the encyclopedia. Oh, good. Is that what the portal thing means? It means there's an aberration here. A writhing mass of lumps twisting and pulling their way under the scales of their vessel. How long can it have lived like this? Great question. Lights on, please. How do we... There we go. Lights. Lights on. Alright, just prepare to use haste, but don't necessarily use it. Alright, the sun is down, so I should be able to catch squids now, I think. Would these be squid? Are you squid? You're squid. Very good. Alright. Arrow squid. Got it. Just drop that there. Rises from the depths at night to feed, or be fed upon. Alright. Hold up. Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go. I need 2 arrow squid for the request. So let's just catch as many as we can while my brains remain intact. A little more. Trophy squid. Very good. One more. One more. Sea's starting to make noises I don't trust, so let's get out of here. It is 8 o'clock. Let's just zoom. Alright. Just a little bit of zoom. Not too much zoom. Alright. Perfect. All in a good day's work. Alright, fishmonger. Let's... Yes, I do. Yes, I do have your fish. We're gonna want... What are my smallest squids? I shall give them my smallest squids, because I am greedy. Alright, and then... Hold up, hold up. What am I doing? No, hang on, hang on. Hang on, continue. No, I wanted to do the... I messed it up. Back to the fishmonger. Yes. And... smallest squid, this one. There we are. Rotate and bop. The fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. I didn't think you had it in you. Night fishing is a tall order. Been meaning to talk to you about a new business venture I've been considering. Crab pots. I got one here for you, in fact. It's a bit banged up, but you could get it fixed at the shipwright. Okay. Does that go where the nets go? Probably. A simple crab pot can be deployed out at sea. Alright. Just like that, maybe? Should be pretty straightforward. Just drop it out at sea anywhere, then come back after a day or two to check on it. I've got a customer after a fiddler crab and a common crab. Both species can be found around here. Lousy weather lately. Almost makes you want to not get out of bed, but you and I, we gotta do it, eh? We're what keeps people from going hungry. I suppose that we are. Basic crab pots. Lasts for 3 days. Okay, so $100 for another crab pot, huh? Fair enough. Would you like a lumpy mackerel? I sold all my fish. That's okay. That's okay. That's what I wanted to do. It's probably fine. Apparently I had nothing particular to say about the lumpy mackerel. Just as well. Alright. Shipwright. Looks like some of your equipment could use fixing. We can repair that here. Please do. Repair all. There we go. Is that actually installed? That is installed. Okay. Okay. So because it's a cage rather than another, because that's where I can put nets in those spots, but I don't. Okay, I see. I get it. Do you suppose I can? Hang on. Uninstall this and put it here. Oh, that takes 2 hours. Sure, that's fine. I just would like to have that corner of my boat back, you know? There we go. It's the middle of the dang night, but could be worse. I'll just put the cage right there. That should be fine. Okay. Okay. Do you actually sell... If you want to get a bit more out of your engines, take a look through this book on the house. Oh, thanks. Correct engine operation. He pulls a book from a toolbox nearby and hands it to you. A few of the pages are stuck together with grease. That's probably fine. I can probably get the idea, right? Without reading every page. Trawl nets. There we go. Basic trawl net. $250. This simple design will passively catch basic fish when deployed. A wise investment to those that want to explore the ocean. I see. So if I have to just travel somewhere, I can get that going and catch fish without having to stop for it. That's very convenient. In any case, wait, it lasts for 1 day. Huh. Wonder what that means. Is it a one-time use and then it's gone? That would be bad if so. Well, in any case. I have no perception yet of how long to go before I end an episode, but maybe I should stop, bro? Stop right now? Maybe. Partially because my voice is starting to mess up. Like, I'm not able to say words properly anymore. But, yeah. Nothing particularly dire has happened yet. I'm definitely getting involved with people I probably shouldn't be. But I'm going to continue doing that because it's interesting. So, dude on the South Isle. I mean, probably a previous fisherman, right? Who's been possessed by whatever force there is around here and is now trying to gather artifacts. I probably shouldn't be helping him, but I definitely am. Something like that. Something like that. Great. Well, yes, I'm very excited to see where this goes. I'm sure it will be nothing but horrifying, but that's just fine. That's what I signed up for. So thank you for watching. Next time, well, I do want to gather the materials to help out that one builder. But otherwise, I'll probably just, like, you know, get some money together. I might try and skip more of the fishing portions as long as nothing unusual happens in the future. But we'll figure that out next time, okay? We'll figure that all out. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.